This video has been a long time coming. It is part 16 of the healthcare bill, and we are still on page 17 of the healthcare bill, where we are talking about the reporting thing that I was talking about the last time. This would be quality reporting I'm talking about here. And what they're trying to do, and I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible, is they don't want you to have, sorry about that, they don't want you to have chronic illnesses due to preventable diseases. So what they're doing is every year they have to show how effective they are in preventing not even treatable diseases, but just preventing diseases that you don't have to have because of lifestyle choices. These are called wellness programs. They're going to show you in these reports how effective they've been to keeping you well. And it's not particularly you as a person, it's just you and your group, okay? They're going to implement programs that will help you quit smoking, or help you lose weight, or help you manage stress, or help you manage your fitness or your nutrition, or come up with something to keep you from having heart disease, giving you ways to have a healthy lifestyle so you don't end up with diabetes, that kind of thing. Now this is all fine and good, and they have to provide these reports not only to you every year, but also to the Secretary of Health and Human Services every year. And if these health insurance companies do not give these reports not only to you, but to the Secretary of Health and Human Services every year, they could be penalized by the Secretary of Health and Human Services. Now this is where the healthcare bill gets a little bit on the sticky side. Of course they're going to want to give glowing reports back to the Secretary of Health and Human Services showing that they're doing everything in their power to get you to be in a healthier lifestyle, that kind of thing. But how far are these healthcare providers going to take this to cause you to live a healthier lifestyle? That's the real question. I mean, how much pressure is being put on these healthcare providers in order to push you into a healthier lifestyle, which would give them the glowing report that they need to send back to the Secretary of Health and Human Services? That's a question you need to ask your healthcare provider. Let me make something perfectly clear. I have nothing against smokers, okay? I don't smoke myself, but hey, if you want to smoke, that's fine. But I'm not going to pressure you to quit smoking just because I don't smoke, all right? I have chosen not to do that. That's okay. If you've chosen to do that, that's fine. The only thing I would say is that my health insurance dollars should not go to pay for your potential cancer if you develop cancer due to smoking. That's as far as I'll ever take it. But you have to wonder how these health insurance companies are going to feel now that the Secretary of Health and Human Services is going to be kind of down on their throats unless they come up with some effective way to get you to quit smoking. So that's something you may want to ask. Are we going to be pressured more? Are we going to be penalized more? I already see that the health insurance rates for smokers is higher than the ones for non-smokers, which that's okay, but it's how much further they're going to take this. And you have to ask yourself that question. You have to ask the health insurance providers that question, and you may even want to ask Secretary of Health and Human Services what he intends to do to make sure you live a healthier lifestyle. Now, when it comes to smokers, that's not such a big deal. But what if you're a little bit obese? What if you like to eat fatty foods and all of a sudden they're going to try to pressure you into not eating those fatty foods? It's a question of how much you want the government to control your lifestyle. That's a very good question. I can't answer that question for you. You have to answer that question for yourself. And if you don't like the answer to the question, you need to deal with it. But that's up to you. Okay? So it's something definitely something to think about. I will tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.